The Belko Experiment, directed by Greg McLean and is written by James Gunn, the writer and director of both Guardians of the Galaxy movies. It is classified as a horror survival film. It stars John Gallagher Jr. as Mike Milch, Tony Goldwyn as Barry Norris, Adria Arjona as Leandra Flores, John C. McGinley as Wendell Dukes, and Melanie Diaz as Danny Wilkins. Where do I begin with this one? Okay, let's just say you're going to work. You get to work. Everything seems okay. It seems like a regular day, whether you're happy, you're sad, disappointed. You don't really want to be there, but having a bad hair day, whatever it is. You get there. Everybody's there. Not one person's taking a sick day. And all of a sudden, while everybody's doing their job, you get a call over the loudspeaker saying that if some of you don't kill a certain amount of other people at the job, then everybody's going to die. Now, at first you would think this is some sort of prank. Probably anybody would, but that's the first mistake everybody made in this movie. Now, as soon as that threat came over the loudspeaker, they demonstrated that people can die. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly how they kill the people if anybody disobeys what they're asking for. Let's just say that they have the ability no matter what. Now, ask yourself this. What would you do in this situation? Are you the type of person that values life and would just stand aside and just let's see what happens, and then, whoever's left, I don't know, I guess we'll work it out then? Or you're the type of person that likes to take the initiative depending on what you have waiting for you at home. You probably have a family, family and children that can't live without you, financially nor emotionally. It could be any number of amount of things that would get you to react to a situation like that. Now, me personally, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't even know what to do from the get. I can't give you an answer right now and say, yeah, I'll be the guy that starts killing everybody, or no, I cherish life, I'm not going to kill anyone. Whoever tells you whatever answer to a question like this and you're not in the middle of it, then it's a bunch of bull. Just take it like that. Now, if you're in that situation, then situations usually dictate. So you can't say what you would do before you even get in the situation. Now, the movie becomes a serious melting pot of who's who wants to do what, who has the stomach to do what, who would take over, who would be the leader, who would, because you have to kill a certain amount of people. So let's say there's 60 people and the guy in the intercom says kill 30 and I'll let the other 30 go. Then after that they say, okay, if one of you gets at least 10 kills each, then you can go. Now, they keep changing the rules as they go along, but that's what makes this movie interesting. Now, John Gallagher's character, Mike Milch, he cherishes life. That's all I'm going to say about his character. I don't want to give anything away with the other characters. Now, he has to contend with every other character in this movie. And it becomes kind of like a Die Hard kind of movie, but instead of just, good guys versus bad guys, I don't even know who the hell the bad guy is at this point, or the good guys. So everybody's basically skirmishing and hiding from each other. So it becomes one of the... Oh, and not only that, they can't escape the building because all the windows have metal guards on them. Titanium, I think. All the actors are good in this movie, especially with conveying emotions. Like, you can tell who's a scaredy cat. You can tell who's worried. You could just tell by the actor's emotion and how they're projecting it in the movie. You can actually look at them and say, okay, he's going to start shooting somebody, or she's going to run away, or, people are just going to disband and get out of here. It becomes a scary notion because what's the point? If you're looking at the movie, what's the point of it? If you're a person that values life, how can you get to the point where the movie says, okay, if you value life, you will survive? Not in this case. And if you're a person that takes initiative and says, let me start killing a certain amount of people so I can go free, well, the movie really doesn't make a point on that one either. It probably just says, hey, do whatever it is, the survival of the fittest. So I'm really trying to find the point in this movie. I did enjoy it to a degree, but I'm still trying to find the point to it. I might have missed it. Who knows? I might need to look at it a couple of more times to get it. But all in all, the movie was interesting and fun because you got to watch a group of people do whatever it takes to either survive by hiding, survive by running, survive by killing everyone else who might kill them. But in this case, you have to remove the whole moral value thing, because I think this movie doesn't have a redeeming quality when it comes to making a point for that. Okay, for the Belko Experiment fanboy grade, I give this A-. Honestly, very entertaining movie. The gore is good. The acting is good. You're cheering for certain people. Certain things happened the way I wanted it. Certain things didn't. But still, it's a claustrophobic movie, and I love those. If you see my other reviews, claustrophobic movies are very hard to make. Whether you have a point to it or not, this movie was able to become entertaining even without a point in the end. I'm not saying there is or isn't one. That's just what I didn't see or did see. So if you watch it, you might be able to grasp a point out of the movie. Now, for justice grade, I'm gonna give this movie a B-. It took me a second there to say the letter B, because I was thinking between A and minus. The reason for that grade is I thought, as a formulated movie, it was trying to rush into a couple of things. It didn't really take the time to let you know who was what, except for the main character, or the two main characters, basically Mike and Barry, which are kind of the two alphas at the moment, depending on which side of the fence you are. What I mean by rushing into everything about this movie is, the editing seems a bit choppy. I was thinking that while they were directing the movie, they were worried about how to manage all the characters in a single movie. Once again, another short movie plagued by a lot of characters, or by a big story. In this case, it got a little too mixed in together for us to even remotely care about some of the people that probably died or were suffered or anything like that. So it was just good enough in that sense to be a B- for me. All right, guys, that's my review on the Belko Experiment. Hope you liked it, and hope to see you again for more reviews. Until then, stay enthusiastic.